Okay.
Hey, everybody. How are we doing today? Got Mark and Wayne, and we are live. And I'm in Idaho in what, if you remember from last week, was sunny and nice and warm. And the weather changed yesterday. And we had on and off rain for a lot of the day, and got cooler last night. But I think the high today was supposed to only be in the mid 50s, and it is. It's 54 right now, Fahrenheit. And and quickly, I'm getting a call here, guys, that I need to take. So, Mark, would you just sort of take this away for just a second? I'm going to grab this.
Okay.
Hello, this is Wayne.
Hey, Wayne, this is Kurt. I missed your call back.
Actually, I was
So welcome everybody. This is the Colonomic Action Team. And why don't you type everybody where you at in the world and how is the weather? And that's all we start with. So we talk about our locations and the weather a little bit before we get started here with Dr. Wayne Dorban. And it's going to be an interactive session. So you guys are gonna put some questions in. Mm, then we'll talk about some sustainable businesses, our ventures and stuff. So it's all you guys. Once again, welcome. And those of you who are here, hope you're having a good day. So in a second, we'll get started. As soon as Wayne is done with his phone call. And I see Alicia put in hello. So hello to you, Alicia. And all of you who are listening or watching us live or on the replay.
and I am back. Sorry about that. Didn't take long. Um, I see that we have something saying lower all attendees' hands. That's interesting. That's a message that I haven't seen Zoom give to us before.
Mhm.
So, little bit of an aside. Um, I did a call earlier today with two of my staff in the US here on Google, whatever they call their meeting circumstance. And I've begun to use more often now Microsoft Teams. And as some of you know, we used for a long time for our first, what, Mark, 6 years, GoToWebinar, right?
Right. Yes.
And then for a short time, we used one a little less known, but it's got a lot of great attributes and got some negatives, called Webinar Jam. And in the meantime, somewhere in there, we also used Zoom a little bit. And I don't remember whether we moved directly from Webinar Jam back to Zoom, or if we moved over back to GoToWebinar for a little while. But, and by the way, GoToWebinar is not called that anymore. It's called LogMeIn. And there's another one out there, freeconferencecall.com is what it originally was called. It's got a different name now. We never used that one for any of our webinars, but we did use that for some of our team calls. We still have that ability. What is that one called, Mark? We haven't used it in a long time. That
Used to
where,
be used to be Uber, but now I
yes,
think
it used to be Uber. Yeah, I don't know what
yeah.
it's called now.
Right.
Yeah. But anyway, I used this Google Meet today, and literally it's one click, you're in, you don't put your name in even, you're in. And you just tell it whether you're using a headset or you're using a microphone. I don't know how many people, I doubt it could be used in a webinar sense because it probably couldn't have a great number of attendees, but it was so easy. And now I also don't think you even, I don't know how it tracks, and maybe you don't know who is even there, but anyway. So it probably isn't very secure. So that's just a little aside. Again, talk with Wayne today. Any questions or comments that you have, go ahead and throw them in. We'll try to get to them. Mark and I have an agenda that we're going to do, and we're going to kind of talk to you and with each other. And we're going to be pretty transparent about some business things that we're doing. And I'm going to share my screen some, and I'm going to also ask Mark to share his. So Mark, why don't you share yours first and pull up Chat GPT? Or have you got it up already? I already got it, so I could do mine. That'd be easier. I'll do mine because I've got it up. Would you pull up, make sure you
Okay.
have Kajabi up, make sure you have Live Plan up, and Designer. Just make sure you have tabs open.
Okay.
You are really focused very coolly right now, Alicia, on fungi and microbes and soil health. I love it. I wish more farmers were, and we need to continue to push to get the message to them. But anyway, thank you for your care and attention to that. So I'm going to share my screen. Oh, that I just clicked on something I've never done. One participant can share at a time. I got it. So what does that mean? Let's see. Share screen. Where's share now? Now it moved. It's not there. What? I clicked on, oh, now share gave it, it didn't have its own button, and then it turned to its own button. Huh. I want the whole window, which I believe is this one. Yeah, screen 2, share. All right. Does that show Chat GPT?
Yes.
All right, cool. All right, so AI, we're all using it one way or another now. I was asking it just, and this is not the Chat GPT screen that you would necessarily see if you were working with it. This is a premium version. Plus, it's another software called AI PRM. I have no idea what those last 3 letters mean. AI is obviously artificial intelligence, but it is a software package that I subscribe to, or we subscribe to. Do you know what the PRM stands for, Mark? I'm not sure. It
No.
gives you a few other things you can do as you are doing prompts. And one of them I don't use a lot, but the public, the people that are members of it, can submit prompts, and you can actually do searches. And I think you just do as it says here, you hit the / key, and you can search for prompts that will let you do things. So let's say you want to do advertise real estate. I have no idea whether this will come up with anything. Don't see it. That one didn't have one, so that wasn't. So, but if you start looking, there's thousands of these. There's all kinds of different things. And here's like a YouTube script creator by William Cole. And here it is. So it gives you an example of what you can do, how to change a tire, exploring Himalayan mountains, training dogs for beginners, etc. And it gives you script, I guess. You can also, put your different kinds of writing styles, your language, you name it. I have gotten more phone calls today, guys. I can't even believe this, how many I'm getting today. And they're 95% of them are spam. But anyway, you can put your language, you can put a tone, and all of the prompts allow you to do this, but there's not as many different tones as you can use. And then a writing style, which you can use just, all kinds. And this is a lot more options. And then I don't remember what's over here. Oh yeah, you can say whether you want it to continue on something you're already talking about. You want to rewrite it. You can explain it. You can expand, clarify, all those things. That's really helpful. So I do use that a lot. Let's just pick one of these. Let's check because I love training dogs. Let's put that in. So training dogs for beginners. Oh, Mark, make sure to also pull up because you're becoming the expert on it in video, and then we can just show people how we can quickly create
Okay.
videos that are so cool. And I'm going to include my profile, which I've given it profile information. And then I'm going to click. And it should give me a YouTube script. I didn't have to, so here it is. Training dogs, start your journey with your best friend. Opening scene, it gives what it is. And clearly you can add, and then it goes even to more detail, where you put a clip of a dog receiving a treat. It used to be that ChatGPT was limited to, the other thing about these premium versions is that you get more options for which of the different types now available. And there's now a lot of them available, and there's more even than that are up here right now. This is right now the most sort of refined, but there's GPT Mini, GPT-4. Remember what it was back when we started? 3.0, wasn't it, Mark?
Yes. Then there was 3.5 and then 4.
Right. So I had started and I screwed up here and I put this still without changing. I didn't start a new chat, which is one thing you want to almost always do. I put this dog thing into the annual cash return calculation. So I had asked it to do a couple of pretty complex calculations. One of them is what the cash return annually would be on 3.85 million, earning 6% annual interest, assuming that all interest return is returned monthly, so that the principal resets to 3.85 monthly. That's key because usually interest is shown to you, it's a little deceptive, as if you leave your money in and you keep earning it on by whatever you have after that period of time. And so if you left it in at 6% annually and never took any out, it's going to be a bigger return than it is if you take it out every month, which is what I asked it to do here, then and it's not really earning the 6% interest on the accrued amount of principal. but on only that 3.85. And so the calculation's a little more complex, but it's actually more complex if you leave the accrued interest in after each month. So I'm not going to do that, but you could do that here. Then I said, what would monthly payments be for a $2.7 million loan amortized? And by the way, 2.7 is about 70% of 3.85. So if you bought something for 3.85 and you wanted to finance 70% of it, this is how much you'd be financing. So this is doing the calculation like what occurs for most people's home mortgage. And look at how complex that calculation is, where, you know, it is really a lot more involved in the calculation because you're doing it for 30 years. And essentially, the monthly payments are amortized, and it comes out to be just under $18,000 a month. And then I asked it, how much principal would be paid in year one? How much does everybody think? Mark, you don't do mortgages as much probably in Bangladesh, may not know this. Most Americans that own a house have got a mortgage, and usually it's for 30 years. And if they think about it, they'll realize that the vast majority of every payment for the first 15 years, and at the 15-year mark, it switches to where about half of your payment is for principal and half for interest. But take a guess at how much of that 17,963 a month is going to be principal for the first year.
A tough question for me.
It is not. Well, it's a very small number. I'll tell everybody that right now, even though 3.85 is a pretty big number. 27,000. That's high. That's bigger than I thought it'd be.
It's a lot of interest.
A lot of interest. Yeah, because your
Yeah.
payments would be 18 times 12, right? Which would be, it's almost 18, just under 18. 180,000 and another 36. So 216,000. So it's, you know, it's about 13% of what your total interest payments are, of your total payments are, excuse me. And then the rest is in. So 87% of what you paid was interest in that year one.
Right. I see that it's giving you Python codes. So is that what it usually does, or you have to ask for the code?
What's that?
I see the codes it's giving you. So do you have to ask for the codes, or does it usually?
No, that's doing that on its own, Mark.
Oh, okay.
That put that in there. I didn't ask for the code.
Okay.
That did that and put it in. I didn't ask for that. I screwed up here, by the way. Should have started a new, they call it a new chat, and for this dog training, because what happens is ChatGPT learns by what it's been taught. So, you know, here's Mark put this one in. He was writing probably a blog, but on biotechnology and aquaculture. And it's probably pretty cool what that gave you, wasn't it, Mark? I don't know what it was, but
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, the topic was about the ethical side. Like, is it ethical to genetic modifications,
right.
modify? Yeah.
That's something that I would bet, because it's an opinion. Ethics are clearly somewhat opinionated, could be interesting answers and potentially more potential for hallucination. This should not be wrong, by the way, this financial equation. It better be done right. It's being a little trusting to think it is, but you could check it easily. This dog training is clearly also very opinionated. I mean, some people would tell you to do things a little different probably than this is saying. You know, it says first thing you should do is build trust. I don't think anybody would argue against that. That's not at all controversial. Teaching sit, and by demonstrating the sit command. I don't know if, and then it's rewarding them with praise and a treat. That's controversial. And so I'll just say it. Some people would say that that's not the way you should start, but I agree with it, but I know there would be people who wouldn't. Consistency is the key. Nobody's going to argue against that. It's hard to do. Create a routine. Absolutely want to do that with a dog. They greatly get into habits. So you do your walk at the same time every day. And the more habitual you make things, the more it makes habitual what you want to teach them. So if the training is for sit, you want them to be thinking about it just as much of a routine as their walk is. You tell them sit, anytime you say that, that's part of a routine and they get used to doing it. Dogs will create long-term connections, enough so that they can be lost for years and still remember exactly who their owners are, what they did with them, and what their commands were, and how they can use them. So that's, you know, not a whole lot controversial there. All right. Now we're going to do something with AI combination, and we're also going to show you some things that relate to this business plan that we're working on. So who should do this, Mark, me or you? Mark and I share this GPT. That's one of the things this software, this particular version allow us to do. And so Mark can put in prompts that for separate topics. Since we started doing this one here, let's stay with this. But I don't know that we need a lot more. Let's just show you how you create images. So let's do one here.
Yeah. Okay. So you can just ask for an image for this article.
Yeah.
Or
Well, I'm going to do this. I'm going to I don't think it'll give me a video, will it, Mark? It won't do videos, will it? But it'll do.
no, it won't.
Well, I'm going to copy this, paste it here. But I'm going to say, please give me a photorealistic image of got that now. There we go. And that's not so photorealistic, everybody. The grass might be a little bit. They're intentionally blurring the background. The dog's focused on, but that looks like a toy. Doesn't look like a real dog. This guy's blurred out a little, so maybe it looks a little, but I'm going to tell it you can do a better job. Telling it to try again. Yes, I can already see it's better. See, that does look like a golden retriever. They like to pick out golden retrievers, by the way. I think that's what this one was supposed to be. Maybe that's supposed to be a lab, but doesn't look much like it. This one is a lot better. Person's a lot better. Trees, it does look like they've sort of tried to put these into the foreground, and the trees are maybe not as blurred as they should be. What are your thoughts, Mark? What else could be changed here?
I think it's yeah, this image looks better, but uh mm, no, I cannot think of maybe some more dogs in there.
No, it just said one dog. So, I mean, that's
Uh,
what, um, now, Mark, why don't you take this from here now, take it to
mhm.
Jet to InVideo,
Yep.
and let's start to create a dog training video with this
Okay.
script and everything that we have here.
Okay. So give me a second here. So I'll take the screen.
Yep.
Okay.
Do I have to stay stop or can you, I stop it so you can take it.
All right.
How's everybody doing? We're going to be teaching here today. This is all very usable stuff. So this is a program called InVideo AI. It's a subscription program. There is a free version of it. You can only do very little with that free version.
I'm going
So
to
I think
open
you'd
up.
give it the topic you'd give would be the dog training, Mark, wouldn't you? Yeah, Mark's
Yeah,
showing you
I'm going to
showing it
open
to
up
you in
chat.
ChatGPT. He's opening. You go that way, huh? You don't go through the other way. So
Uh,
you don't do it with AI PRM, do you?
I just, type in chat GPT and whatever, yeah, comes up and it takes me here.
Yeah,
So,
and so go ahead to that one, even though it doesn't say the right words. There'll be those images, so you can grab the images or grab, I didn't put in the title of the, you'd have to go back up there to where it gave me what the title should be.
anyway, I can just copy uh all this and starts here, right? The script. So copy this.
You lost it again. I do that. That happens to me too.
Yeah.
Gotta just make sure you keep your. So he's just copying all the script now, everybody, from what that generated just by that one quick sentence we asked it.
And I'll go to the in video and ask it to generate. The audience, dog owners, pet lovers, beginners.
I'd say dog owners. I
Okay.
would say inspirational is good. And you too.
Okay.
So this is an amazing program, everybody. because there are a lot of others out on the market, but you'd have to tell it what voice to use. Mark, what did you add for voices? Because you would have done that ahead of time.
Yeah, for my program, I have only two choices, but I can add like later on when I can add up to five voices. So with this version, only two.
And what is the voice this is going to do?
Just two male voices.
But British or
Uh,
English, American or what?
I yeah, I think it's going to be American voice,
So
maybe.
I recorded my own, Mark. We're going to play one that I
Okay.
did in a little bit. You should
Oh,
hear how
oh,
accurate it was. It was
oh,
amazing.
okay. Okay.
Or
So you
did.
tried already.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
that's good. That's great. So it's taking a little bit. So I think what we put in was a little too long, maybe.
No, I don't think so. I think we already had done the script, so I don't think you would.
Yeah.
I think all you had to do is put the title into this, everybody. And it wouldn't have, because it does it normally not take this long, Mark.
Yeah. Does not take this long.
It's not gonna, like, we're more than 16% done. I have noticed that. The first 10% is what takes most of the time, then it goes pretty quickly. So see, it's now generating the video. It'll go really pretty fast now. And you don't, I've noticed that I have watched now 4 or 5 training videos on InVideo, Mark, and they're not
Hmm.
with the program. They have to go on YouTube and just use a search and say, show me training videos for InVideo. And it does, there's a bunch out there. There's actually a Facebook group too that you can join. But I went to that and gosh, I lost my train of thought. Where was I going with that?
Mm.
Oh, um, it says that you really need to make sure you tell it how long you want the video to be, or
Okay.
it'll make it longer usually than you want. So
Oh,
if you want to shorten it, just make sure in your prompt that you give it a how long you want the video to be.
okay.
I mean, it gives you the choice about doing a short. And is there a definition of the longest that a short can be?
YouTube defines a short that is a vertical video with under 1 minute. So that's now
Okay.
they have like 3 minute shorts, but it's gotta be vertical.
Yeah, and Robert's just putting there are thousands of these, Robert. That's great. You're showing that one. I've never seen that one, but literally probably tens of thousands. Everybody you can imagine has created their own
Yeah,
AI.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Robert had a question like how much is the subscription for ChatGPT? So how much are we paying for our
Yeah, and we have a premium version. You can get Chat GPT for free, I believe. There is a version that's free. I'm not sure how limited it is, but all right, so here's the video. Let's
okay.
quickly look at this. It takes a minute to populate it. Um, but I think that what we're buying here is 20 a month, $20 a month. It's not huge. It's a lot less than other things that we buy. In video here is $60 a month. Now that seems a little strange to me because hardware is disabled. What does that mean? It's a hardware acceleration. And I've never quite, is this loaded yet or not? I don't think it is. Doesn't have a time. Or no, it does too, 8 minutes. All right, so it must be. So you could play it now, it looks like. So what do you normally, see, I'm new to this. What would you now, would you get the code for this and put it somewhere, or what would you do? Or would you just play it to see what it looks like?
Okay, we might have to like restart my uh, uh sharing. Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
don't
got a
know what
warning that
one,
my
Robert, if that's
resources
the
are
one you
low,
were saying,
so it might be.
that wouldn't be too good to us because we do a lot more than 200 minutes in a month. We might do 200 minutes in a day sometimes. So again, we couldn't afford that one. This, if you're saying that it'll record 200 minutes of video, I think the version that we have of this one of InVideo, we get 400 or 600 minutes a month. So I was not talking video minutes there. As I said, we do more than that. We spend, more.
My my computer got stuck, but anyhow,
Yeah.
I'm
Wow.
back.
Is it back? Are you back on it or not?
Yeah, I'm back on, but I'll reload the program.
But did it load it or is that really done? I can't. It's one of the things I haven't figured out with InVideo yet is when it's actually done with something.
Yeah, yeah, it's done. Um, Let me go back there in
Oh, wait,
um,
8 minutes is a pretty long video.
but let me play it. Um, but I don't know if you're able to like hear. Let
Oh
me see
yeah, I
the.
don't know how how does that work in the sharing?
Yeah, I have to like share the um share sound. Okay, yeah, I can share sound now. Um, oh, it's not letting me share sound. But anyway, for some reason not these are not it's not allowing me to share sound. I don't know, but I can share screen.
Well, just go ahead and show the screen first and then we'll look at that.
Okay. All right.
Can you close caption? Can you add closed caption to these to InVideo videos?
Uh, yeah, I think I can. I haven't tried that. Yeah, when when I turn this on, it kind of freezes my screen.
Freezes your computer?
I cannot have like Zoom running. Yeah,
Oh,
so
well,
could be the bandwidth issue.
all right. Let me
Yeah,
just see
it's
what
probably
mine is.
okay.
So mine is playing, but no, let's see if that, okay. Tell me if you hear that.
Yeah, we were hearing it, but you didn't share your screen, right?
Yeah, I will, just a second. Let me share my screen. Now, this is not something that I'm going to use because it's not, I didn't really give it enough education. I only put one sentence in and gave it some ideas. Let's go back and look and see if you can see the prompt.
You can click on like edit, and see
But
the
I click on
script.
this first, right? No, that's loading my creation. This is taking longer now. And maybe because I'm sharing the screen, it does take longer.
Yeah.
That loaded like right away. So you might be right, Mark. This might freeze up. Like it's not, it was, you saw how, no, you didn't see before. I didn't have it. I wasn't sharing it. And it just, boom, it had loaded.
Right. It's because of um Zoom that takes up a lot
Right,
of
right.
resources.
I'm going to go to home. And what are you saying I should go from here, Mark, to see the prompts? Because when I just hit on this, it tries to load it up and I don't really want it. Do I go here? There, let's try that. That's still loading my creation.
You want to open up the video and it has a edit button. So when
Oh,
you click that,
it's not freezing, so at least it's
okay. So when you click the edit,
yeah,
you
and
should.
Robert was right. It is 200 minutes for the
Mhm.
$60 a month. Here it is right down here. But
Right.
interestingly, it's not 200 minutes that you make because I made more than that because it would shows I've done none. I think
Hmm.
that's minutes that are saved.
Hmm.
Because I've done two different videos, each of them, one about 4 minutes, the other about 6. And so it should show 10 minutes of the 200. It's not showing
Okay.
any.
And you have the max version, so you should be able to choose like five speakers.
Right. Yeah. Right
Yeah.
now, I just have done mine.
Right. So it was
Um,
pretty close to your own voice.
oh, a lot. I mean, you guys were hearing it. That wasn't me talking there before. That was,
Oh
um,
wow.
yeah, I mean, that completely, I mean, it is so good, you wouldn't even believe it.
Mm.
Um, but this is not loading, so I don't want to just bore people with looking. So we'll
Yeah.
stop the share. But I'm going to stop the share and I'll put
Yeah,
this
we'll
back
upload.
up. But I think I can bring it back up and
Uh-huh.
then you guys can listen to it because that's what I was doing before.
Right. And we'll upload these videos on YouTube so people
Right.
can.
Yeah, they'll be
Yeah.
able to see them.
Yes.
But now it's still going really slow, so I might have to reboot or something. I think I'll log out and log back in.
Yep. We're getting thumbs up.
Are they seeing something? No way.
Uh no, just people they they liked it.
And here's this time, Mark. Remember I said before it would just allow me in. Now it's
Right.
asking my email address, but
Okay.
so let's see what it does now. login code. Oh, that's right. Remember, it sends it to me.
So Chat GPT 4 is $20 a month. Somebody put that into the
Right.
question.
That's what I thought it was, 20.
Yeah, okay.
All right, I'm in. So now I can look at my projects. And Mark, again, I'm asking you to help teach me voices. I created my own. That was easy. How do I find others?
Okay, so no, at this moment, I cannot help you because I only use like uh the
I
basic
mean, but you
version.
you must have asked it to do something, or did it just default? Did it just
By default, yeah, whatever it
okay?
does,
All right, so
it
I'm going to
chooses.
play this only because I want you to hear how close this is to my voice. So as soon as I click the play here, I'm not going to talk anymore. All right, I'm clicking it.
Yeah, the
Can you hear that?
volume is low.
Yeah, well,
If
it's
you
not that high on the computer.
right, yep, we can hear it. Wow, that is amazing.
Isn't that something? I mean, that's
Yes.
neat. It mispronounced economics. It said what a lot of people say, which is economics. And I don't pronounce it that way. So what you do is you teach it with your voice. You do a 30
Right.
second, you do a 30-second just into a voice recorder. So
Uh-huh.
I just used a voice recorder that I got for free. It's called
Right.
Soundbox. And
Uh-huh.
I just recorded on that voice recorder a 30-minute segment,
Uh-huh.
and it
It's
it did that. It's pretty amazing.
yep. It's and somebody wrote, Mark, is your voice authentic or your AI today?
Yeah, that's right, and that's what you do. Yeah, you'd wonder. I have had some of these spam calls that I get where it's really obvious that it's AI and it's not human. But yesterday I had one that I went, you know, several minutes with this quote person, and I said, "Are you a robot or a human being?" There was this halt, and then finally it said, "I can't answer that question." And
So probably a robot.
then I said again, "Come on, either you are a robot or a human being. You can answer the question." And it actually said it was a human being, although I'm not convinced of it. So I don't know.
Yeah. No, I'm human being, so don't worry about it.
And so am I.
Right.
But I turned again, that the volume was just because you weren't seeing, it was too far away and I didn't have I'm not exactly sure I know how to turn, because I view um, I have a smart screen that is my monitor, and the sound is actually coming out of the speaker from that, but my microphone is plugged into my laptop, as is my camera. So the camera's not, and I have a separate webcam, so it's not a webcam that's on my laptop. It's a higher version laptop or a micro, or excuse
Yeah,
me, both
uh,
microphone and camera.
right. And I think that's better way to record with an external camera than what comes with your computer
Right.
or laptop. Yeah.
But I'm gonna go back and see. I'm still not sure, Mark, tell me where I can find what I used for my prompt. So I'm going to home and it shows my history. Well, it starts on home as create AI video, so I can start from scratch. Or it shows my history, and I have one that's the one that I was playing, and then I have a second one. Let's see if you can hear this one. Okay, here we
At
go.
Blacks Creek Sanctuary, we believe in the power of nature to transform lives. Join us on a mountain biking adventure through the serene foothills of the prairie. Feel the harmony of each pedal stroke as you ride through diverse, eco-rich landscapes. Witness the beauty of nature, spot wildlife, and embrace the tranquility of our sanctuary. This isn't just a ride, it's a spiritual journey that reconnects you with the earth and yourself. We are committed to being economic, making a little money while making the planet better. Visit Blacks Creek Sanctuary and embark on your transformative adventure today.
So this is the Brit voice.
Yeah, that's the Brit voice. And that one, I hadn't downloaded that yet, Mark. So
Okay.
that one's still coming from in the system. The other one
Right.
I had downloaded
Mm-hmm.
and I exported it. So that one's 1080p. And so I don't think it affects the video, the audio, but it absolutely affects the video. And then,
Right.
but that's all my screen shows. It shows those two. One, discover the ultimate ecotourism experience. And the other one is mountain biking adventure at Blacks Creek Sanctuary. And then I have my export, which is just the one.
Yeah.
Now, how would
So
I
I don't
get
think
where I can see my prompts? Over on the
I,
sidebar, it says home, media library, plugins, which are voices, history, and it gives those two. Do I click on, when I clicked on those, they came up. You said I could hit edit, so I'm bringing them up.
right. Yeah, if
Oh,
you
I
hit
see edit. There is an edit here. Is that
and
going to
then on
screw up if I hit the edit? I'm going to try it. Oh,
and then
okay. No, yeah, now you're right. So now you can edit either the
script or scenes.
or the
You
scenes, right?
yes.
By the
But
way,
I don't
it chooses all that. I didn't do any of this.
right.
This is me. We didn't do, a
But
chat GPT.
I don't think you can see your prompt. You will see the
No,
script that
you
it
you don't
created.
see the prompt. You see the
Yes.
script. Yeah.
Yes.
So I guess you just don't see the prompt. So, well, it
Right.
says edit script. No,
Yeah,
that's
you can
my script. That's not the, yeah, you can then edit music. And again, I haven't used anything but what it gave me for stock. And those
images
stock
or
photos
yeah.
weren't really exactly right because because I wanted this to be very specific to a location, and it was
Right.
showing tropical, for example, and this is a mountain, high mountain, almost
Yeah.
desert area, so it wouldn't have tropical looking stuff.
Yeah, we can upload like image our own images and it will use that uh, to make videos.
Yeah, I'm sure I've just touched the surface of this so far.
Mm-hmm.
That's why
Yep.
I'm
Me
trying to
me too. I haven't worked a lot, just few videos.
show. Do you have
I,
one? Why don't you pull out one? You share the screen and show the one you
okay.
did for the EAT team because it's
r-
awesome. Show that one, Mark.
Right. Okay. Okay. I will pull up the YouTube channel. So I hope our audience is still on. If there's
Is it past the time? No, we're not there yet. We still got 5 minutes.
okay. So for some reason it's not allowing me to share audio. Let's see if it does now. Share. Okay, let me share. So,
Robert just said recently, just now, these are some pretty cool new tools. I'm thinking about getting a course ready for Udemy or Coursera. Robert, do it with us. That's one of the things we'll offer to you as a member. And you're not just a member, you are a very loyal, amazing. Yours is coming up now, Mark.
mhm.
Very loyal and amazing member. We bought a very expensive version of Kajabi so we could let our students create their own courses. So you should talk with Mark or Arib, schedule a call with Mark and Arib, and let's figure out how we can help you if you really want to be doing that. So Mark's going to
Okay.
play this video. And Mark, do you see what I'm talking about to where you want to
Yeah,
take that out? Yeah. And a little
right.
later in the video, you also have one of those in there.
Yep, I'll take those out.
And
Is the audio come?
it's not giving the audio.
Okay, so let me try again. I don't know why these are disabled.
By
So
the way, what's the tool to use to get the logo there in the corner?
oh, this is YouTube. So
Oh,
just
so YouTube's doing that. Okay, got it.
right.
It's not in video.
Yep. So just settings in YouTube. So yeah, my sharing on, so this is something that Zoom did. It's not letting me share audio.
Yeah, that's a Zoom issue, nothing
Yep.
else.
So I can, yeah, I can play the video, but no sound will be coming through. So that is
I
not
wonder
cool.
if, Robert, are you hearing me or Mark? Because maybe everything's getting blocked by what Mark's trying to do here.
Yeah.
You guys hearing us?
What
Put in
what
some
I
more.
can, yes, what I can do is give you the link for audience so you can play it and tell us what you think.
Alicia raised her hand, so it probably means that we're seeing it. Yeah,
Yeah,
yes, sounds good. Let me try to share it, Mark. So yeah, give me the link and I'll click on it.
yep, link is in the chat.
Got it. Okay, I'm gonna pull this up, everybody, and then I'm gonna see whether mine plays it. So I'm gonna share screen again.
Hey everyone, welcome where we bring together the worlds of ecology.
That also still starts too abruptly, Mark, because it just goes, I think it actually cuts a little bit of the guy first talk off.
Yeah,
But let me
yeah.
see, now I gotta figure Zoom out again. Whenever I minimize Zoom, the share goes away. Here we go. Okay, here we go. All right, now I'm gonna try playing it. So you see the video, everybody? Put a 1 in. Mark, you tell me if they see it, or you should see it. If you
Yeah, I
see,
see it.
okay, now we're gonna play.
Hey everyone, welcome where we bring together the worlds of ecology and economics, or as we call it, economics. I'm excited to introduce you to our channel, where we explore how you can make
Do
the
you hear
planet
it
better
or not?
while making a little money
Yes,
along the way.
we can hear it.
Led by Dr. Wayne Dorban, a pioneer in economics, this channel dives deep into the intersection of sustainability, business, and ecology.
So the only
Dr.
negative of
Dorban has
having
dedicated his career to showing people how they can create thriving
me
businesses
and then these
and
pictures
also
of other
protect and
people
enhance the environment.
is obviously
Focus on
none of those are
topics like water
me.
management, brownfield redevelopment, and sustainable farming. It's all about creating a balance between economic growth and environmental stewardship.
We cover a wide range of topics, from growing sustainable businesses to redeveloping distressed properties to training retrievers for field trials. Whether you're an entrepreneur, an environmentalist, or just someone looking for practical ways to live more sustainably, we've got you covered. Through Ecolonomics, Dr. Dorban and our team show you how to create positive environmental impact while building successful, profitable businesses. From managing aquatic ecosystems to developing sustainable farms and properties, we provide real-world examples and strategies that work. If you're ready to grow a business that's good for the planet and your wallet, subscribe to our channel. Each week, we bring you the latest insights from Dr. Wayne Dorband and other experts in sustainability and business.
Together, we can change the way we live and do business. Join our Ecolonomic journey and let's create a future where profit meets purpose. Subscribe now and be part of the change.
So Mark, how did it get that last, did you add that? Because it had a logo
So whatever
really
you can
large
send to the
there.
campaign, we're
I
putting it
don't
into
Yes.
commercials.
use
Doing a
Donald
lot of
Trump.
commercials and they're really good.
So
Whatever you can
stop.
send,
Stop there.
please send.
Stop.
Yeah, I had the end screen added. That's from YouTube, so I can add an end screen at the end of the
Okay.
video.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So you can add
So-
an in row and an out row right directly
Right.
from YouTube. All
Yep.
right.
And also people who are watching, please subscribe to our
Yeah,
channel.
everybody subscribe. We're going to start doing a lot better job of doing that. So
Right.
we really need to get your help with that.
Yep. And we're going to be adding a lot more videos, all informative and, everything you want.
Yep. All
Right.
right. Well, we are at the top of the hour. Everybody, you're awesome as always. And Robert, I don't know if you heard me when I was saying, but please. I don't know what that says now. He just did something. So would you get a billing for the weeks you went over max on your time per week? And that's from, are you talking about from InVideo? I don't think so, Robert. It'll stop you. You won't just get billed. I think if you're going to go over the time, you have to buy the time first before it doesn't just, you can't ring up. So remember how we used to on our phones or whatever, we'd be on a call and all of a sudden we'd get a $500 phone bill or something. Yeah, it throttles you. That's the right word. It stops you. Well, everything's prepaid. And when these on a
Prepaid, yeah.
subscription, yeah, absolutely. It's you're prepaying. Yeah, I think you do need to know if you're going to be doing one recording for a 10-minute video and you were at 200 or 195 or something, you better add that time before you did the video. But again, I don't think that it is as like mine wasn't showing any, I have no time accrued. So I don't think it's just the amount of minutes of videos you create. I think it's what you store on the system. Videos take
Yeah.
a lot of storage, everybody.
Yeah.
And so I don't think it's for what time you've used. I don't believe. We'll see. We'll learn. Thanks, everybody. I think we're going to call it for the day. Love you guys. Appreciate you. We will see you.